Cat Fantasy is releasing tomorrow, and I thought it's time to go back to our old Worst Gacha Ever series, where we cover multiple aspects of new releases to see if it's worth your time or not. So hello Dinerics, welcome back to Worst Gacha Ever, a series where we go over the gameplay, the gacha, the shop, the graphics, the company and the community behind new releases to see if it's worth playing or not. As usual though, you should try every game by yourself to see if you like them or not, and not just decide based on a boomer that's angry at everything before you play a game or not. That said though, let's get started with this review. This is Cat Fantasy, as I was saying, is coming out tomorrow in like about 16 hours, 20 hours more or less. We're gonna be playing tomorrow, maybe rerolling, maybe not. I wanna reroll for a character that I really like, which is this one right here. She has an SSR version, Minami, which is a samurai girl that I really like. In fact, I can show you the samurai version that I might reroll for, because it should be on this banner, I'm pretty sure. There she is, this girl right here, Minami Scarlet Wanderer, and as you can see, she looks amazing. So we might be rerolling for her, I am not sure, we'll see, because rerolling in this game is kind of a pain in the ass. I'll make a separate video for that, for the tier list and the reroll day one. But today, we're gonna be going over everything else this game has to offer, starting with the most important part for any game at the end of the day, the gameplay. So let's start with the basic for every game, and what's most important at the end of the day, and that's gonna be gameplay. There is a lot of game modes when it comes to Cat Fantasy. You have like your daily grind, which takes like 10 minutes, but then there is a lot of extra things you can do. Starting with running your own cat cafe, where you need to be making sure there is enough stock of coffee, snacks, and the employees are happy. As you can see, my employee has zero energy, she's falling asleep, but I'm not changing her, she needs to work. We're not here to be slacking off, we're here to exploit our cat girls. Exactly. Outside of running your cafe, there is a lot of game modes, a lot of them. Not only your usual farming stages, but there is also co-op, which is invasion. There is also fishing. Yes, you can go fishing in different areas, and you have the Pokédex with different Pokémons, with different fish you can collect if you want to. This also works for cooking later and for making dishes for your delivery and for your cafe, right? So you run a cafe that also has its own Uber Eats version, so you need to deliver food as well. It's kind of a weird mix, I will say. There is also two types of PvP. I personally ignore PvP, you will notice. There is World Bosses and there is Phantom Pollution, which is another PvP. So there is three types of PvPs, which a lot of people will already complain about, and I completely understand it, because, you know, for most gachas, PvP is not balanced, will never be balanced. So having three game modes from the get-go is kind of harsh. The best part for me is the fishing and the co-op, since that's what I enjoy doing with friends. Anytime a gacha offers co-op, I'm really happy, because it means I can play with my friends and my community, aka all of you bossos. Now let's go into the normal gameplay. Outside of all of those things you can do, right? What does the normal gameplay look like? So let me show you a normal grind stage for example, equipment. If I come here, there is multiple equipment you'll be able to unlock later. Right now, I only have the critical rate set, which is one of the best ones anyway. And let's go into this stage 3. There is combat power for this game. Combat power is really bad in this game, however. In Nikke, you can push under what, 35 to 45, some people are pushing under that 45, really try hard, right, of combat power difference. This game, unless you are well, you cannot push under combat power deficit. You are gonna get completely destroyed. Now, you will bring into the battle 4 cat girls, another 4 cat girls as supports, as you can see on the top right of each cat girl, and then you also bring 2 katos. Katos are these small cats that provides passive. One is a passive, one is an active skill. The passive in my case right now is this one right here, which provides a shield when the battle starts, and my active kato is this one right here, which just deals pure damage, which is basically true damage in this game, but translations are not the best ones. When it comes to translations, yes, a lot of them are MTL. We'll talk about it later on the company section. But that is what you can bring into the level. In terms of characters and how many there are, I'll show you in a second. There's a lot of cool cat girls. There are a couple dudes, and I got one, of course, because of my fucking luck as usual, right? But mostly it's cat girls, as the name implies, Cat Fantasy. So let's go into the level. There is a stamina system as well. You all know I hate the stamina. The stamina is pretty generous. You can get like more than 500 per day without paying, which is already pretty good. I just wish there was no stamina at all. So this is combat, right? It's literally, if you played Rivers 1999, it's the same. Every character will have a passive, 2 basic cards, and his ultimate they can get. So depending on the character, you will get different types of cards, from support to buffs, debuffs, and normal attacks or AoE attacks, right? As you can see, graphics are pretty good, and since we're talking about gameplay, we can also talk a little bit about the graphics itself. Graphics I don't think are that bad. A lot of people will find the enemies weird, right? Because it's like, oh, Sefhi, you have like catgirls and you're fighting all of these random ass monsters. You should take this game as kind of Persona, where you're fighting negative emotions. Now, I think it's weird. I would prefer normal enemies overall, but it is what it is. Now, when it comes to combat, that's combat, right? As you can see, even though I am above the recommended combat power, I'm still getting completely fucked. This game, when it comes to the combat power, is pretty bad in my opinion, right? Of course, it's also about the team composition, since I'm just using whatever I have available. But that is the combat, there is nothing else in there. So let's move into the graphics, the characters that you can get, and what the game has to offer in that regard. So in terms of graphics, I personally think the game is pretty decent. I don't think it's anything groundbreaking. I think it's decent, right? You have a lot of cat girls, a lot of animations, and you have multiple versions of these cats. So every cat girl, as you can see, you will be able to see different information of them. So you can see their normal form, right? Their human form, or whatever you want to call this. You can see the actual cat, of which all of them will retain some features from the character. As you can see, the earrings in this case, plus the back piece, and you can also see the 2D art of every single cat girl. Now, this applies also to the lobby. On the lobbies, you'll be able to put the normal girl, the cat form, or the 2D version. This works also for skins, which we'll talk about in a second. So, in that regard, it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It's nothing groundbreaking, like I was saying, but I will say it's decent. When it comes to skins and how many skins you have, I like the skins in the game. So if I come to the shop and I go to skins, there is plenty of skins you can actually buy, and they are fairly decent price, I will say, for what they include, right? There is a lot of them, and you can also get the L2Ds, which are pretty nice, right? This L2D is pretty good, I will say. And now, the only thing I don't like about skins in this game, as you can see on the right, there is a stats for the skins. Not only there is a stats for the skins, but every character, their base version, counts as a skin you can level up. As you can see, I can level up this skin, and I'm gonna be getting extra stats every time you level that up. I'm personally not the fan of this, because if you change this, now you also get more stats. If you get this one, now you also get more stats. Now, I will get this skin, absolutely, absolutely, but I'm just saying, all right? I am just saying. The skins themselves, there is not only those normal skins, there is also gacha skins, because who doesn't love gacha skins in 2024, where they have a lot more animations, a lot more interactivity. As you can see, this one, you are feeding your cat girl, right? And she gets some cramps on her belly, and you need to clean that up. I'm just saying, this is a great skin, okay? This is a great skin. This is a gacha skin. I'm not sure about the price for the gacha skins. If anyone knows in the comments, please let me know. Now, Sefhi, are the skins kind of pay to win in the sense of all the extra stats you're getting? Of course, it's a gacha. It's pay to win. No matter what gacha you're playing, if you think a gacha as a free to play, you have the same opportunities as well, you are falling for that company hard, all right? Hard. So that is when it comes to the graphics. There is not a lot of options, honestly. Even if you go to like the settings in here, if you go to video, the only things you can change is display, resolution, and the frames. You cannot even put full screen. I don't know why you cannot put full screen. Even if I press like Alt Enter, it doesn't let me go full screen. So you'll always be on window mode, which is whatever. It doesn't really bother me, but it would be nice to get that option. Now, that said about gameplay and graphics, let's move into the most important part for any gacha, and that is the gacha itself, and then we'll move into the shop. Alright, so let's talk about gacha, which is probably what everyone is most interested in. Sefhi, what is the percentage? What are the rates? What are the currency income as well? Currency income is pretty high. Now, it's pretty high because the rates are 0.8, I believe. Yes, 0.8% all the way to 2.2 the more you pull. 0.8 is low, but with the amount of currency we get, I will say it's pretty decent. It's decent, okay? It's not good, it's just decent because the amount of pulls they give you. 0.8 is still crap. You get a free pull per day only on this banner, which is the regular one, uses the Pathos crystals. This is the rate up current banner for summer, which is red crystals. Now, every 80 pulls, you're getting a guaranteed SSR, and the second SSR is guaranteed to be the rate up character itself. So there is a 50-50 in contrast, for example, to Nike, where we don't guarantee the unit ever. There is also a Wish Summon, which is only paid. You get one of those tickets by logging in, so it's pretty nice. And then there's also the friendship pools, which changes a little bit when it comes to the rates, and you have a 0.3% chance at getting an SSR, but hey, it's free as long as you add people, so I'll take it. Now, after the gacha, we have to go into the most important part of any game out there at the end of the day, and that's the shop, right? How greedy is the game? How much can you buy? How much can you accelerate this process? How much is gonna be the difference between a full free-to-play and someone who spent money? So first of all, you have the newcomer events, which are giving you a lot of pools, a lot of resources, and an SSR selector at some point. You're also getting this girl Anya for free, and you're getting plenty of premium currency, which is the opals as well, just by playing every single day. The difference between low spenders and free-to-play is gonna be quite big, however. So to put it into perspective, as a free-to-play, with your daily missions, you are getting a single, which is 100 in here, and you're also getting some opals in here, 50, right? Which is okay, you're getting a single per day and 50 opals, all right? Pretty cool. But if you decide to spend some money, if you go to benefits, you're getting a lot more as a spender. So you're getting now 3 singles per day, plus 100 extra stamina if you decide to buy the 5 monthly card, plus instantly 1 multi on the good banner, and also 300 opals. Not only that, but there is a permanent plan, a permanent card for $30. This card, it's you pay once and you forever, every single day will get 2 normal singles, 1 good single, and then 100 extra stamina. So if you were to buy these 2 cards in contrast to a full free-to-play player, you will be getting 6 single per day, plus 200 stamina, plus all the other extra stamina you get for free in here, which this is for everyone, even without paying. You get like up to 300, 400 per day. As you can see, I have like 1200 stamina right now, so stamina is not an issue per se. But there is a couple packs that I don't really like. So this is like monthly card, whatever, right? Then you have your usual daily offers and bullshit you can buy. I don't mind about this. Then you have the Kato bond, which everyone can throw 100 daily opals in here, and you're gonna be getting extra stats, and you're getting all the opals invested back to you, plus more currency. So this is good. This is a good thing. Now we're going to the privilege, and this is what I don't really like, because it's like, why are you doing like a second monthly card? Just put this on the normal monthly card. So this is a separate monthly card for $3 per month. This gives you 3 times combat speed, remove ads, which I assume is only on the phone, increase your maximum amount of stamina, you can do more, you can get more rewards on co-op, you have auto fishing, and then you have more income for your cafe, deliveries, etc. So it's like, okay, this is pretty good, but why not put it on the normal monthly card? Why make 2 separate monthly cards, right? So I don't really like this privilege monthly card. I will end up buying it, yes, because I'm a hypocrite gambling addict. But outside of those packs, you also have the usual growth funds, you have the usual top-up benefits, which is nothing else but the BIP system, which I also dislike a lot. You all know BIP systems are like, it's fine for whales, but the amount of advantages they provide in contrast to, like, you know, free-to-plays is never good in my opinion. It's good for me that I'm spending money, but it's not for the free-to-play players. Now, most people will be like, oh, Sefhi, you know, you can escape this and you will be able to get it over time. And yes, you will be able to get most of that over time. It just kind of pisses me off. And then every day, if you spend any amount of money, you'll get the chance to get random stuff in this pool, which is, you know, a multi, more currency, a lot of different materials, etc. So there is 16 chances. So 16 days, you're gonna spend $1 or whatever amount you want, and then you get it. Now, that is not the only shop, right? There is also the contract, which is the battle pass, which is giving you a skin plus a lot of materials and a lot of pools. What I don't like about the battle pass is there is 2 different battle passes, of course. Now, this is different from, for example, solo leveling and rise. Solo leveling and rise, you have to buy these 2 separately. This is 2 separate battle passes in solo leveling and rise that piss me off so much. In here, you can buy this and then pay $5 to unlock the next one. So you can buy them separately or together if you buy this $25 directly, right? So this $25, cancel please. Yes, I don't wanna pay anything. Sorry. Will give you a lot of resources when it comes to pools. You're getting 5 good multis, 4 good normal multis. You're also getting a lot of opals. A lot of these pools are for the gacha skin. You're getting materials to level up the skins. You're getting a skin every single month with the battle pass. I will say the battle pass is good value for everything that it has to offer and how many resources it's giving you, which is pretty nice. Outside of these benefits and this battle pass, there is also another shop. You see like how it starts to add up constantly, right? Now it's a gacha game, it's to be expected. I just wish that they wouldn't, you know, put in so many different things to confuse players. This is the normal shop. This is where you'll be able to buy packs and buy directly a lot of currencies. You will do opals in here. You can also buy as many resources as you want with opals, meaning whales will be able to advance a lot more than you will ever be able to if they decide to go that route, of course. There is the skins, like we showed them earlier. The skins, I think, is one of the best things in this game. They are pretty cool. You also have some bundles with more currency, and then you have this daily discount that some games do, where for $1.30 or for $1.50 you're getting a specific amount of resources. In this case, 350 stamina plus three singles of the good banner, which is pretty nice. I usually buy this stuff on some games. It's definitely not because I'm a gambling addict and I have zero self-control. It's because I need to test this stuff so you guys can see if it's good or not, alright? But when it comes to the shop, that's everything you can buy. Last thing would be like the first top-up, which is going to be giving you Echo, a really good character. I would recommend, if you're going to be playing the game, getting this. If you spend it, if you're not, ignore this, alright? You're getting a character, a full set of SR gear for her, and some resources to actually level her up. That's everything the game has to offer in terms of the shop, which is a lot of stuff, honestly speaking. I am not a fan of those monthly cards, like I was saying, this privilege one, because it feels stupid. You could put this on the normal monthly card instead. Now, that is going to be about the game, everything that it has to offer to you, right? You might be intrigued about the game because of the co-op content, the guilds, just the card deals and collecting them because they give plenty of currency to get that stuff. Let's move a little bit into the other side, which is going to be the company behind the game and the community behind the game. And we can start with community, since I have this open right here. Community, it's really bad. And it's bad not because they are not unwelcoming, right? No, they will welcome you with open arms. The problem is, this game, for those of you who don't know, was released 2 years ago. Then the game kind of reboot itself on the Chinese version, and they relaunch. They relaunch in Korea, they relaunch in Japan, they relaunch in Taiwan, and now the global version as well with the Chinese one as well. So that's like 5-6 different versions this game has. All of them have barely any information about the game, about tier lists, about guides. There's barely any information, and it's weird. Like, the game is paying creators to announce themselves, to be like, hey, we're opening the game, play our game. But then you see the social media, and it's barely any engagement. There's barely any people talking about it, right? So if you go to DC Inside, this is the most active community of the game right now. Literally, DC Inside, which is a Korean community. If you go to Naver, the other prevalent Korean community, it's kind of empty. If you go to TapTap, the Taiwanese version, it's empty. There is barely any information, guides, or information about the game itself. If you go to the Chinese wiki on Bilibili, there is not a lot of information. The wiki is not even finished. They don't have all the characters. They don't have all the skills for the characters. There is no tier list, no nothing. So it's a little bit weird how much they're trying to promote the game, but how small the community is. Now, I personally don't care, right? We're going to be playing together on a stream anyway, but it would be nice to see the community growing a little bit more and expanding. Now, the game hasn't launched officially on a lot of places, so that might be one of the reasons, but it still rubs me the wrong way. And then we can move into the company, which is the last part, I will say. Company for this game, it's weird. Like I was saying, they have multiple versions that they've been releasing over and over again. The SIA version 10 months ago, non-wipe public test. The version that I'm playing, this is the version we're going to be playing tomorrow, but this has been going as well for like 6 months already, and there is no wipe. Now, there is new servers. I hope I am not playing this game if it's the same servers as people who have been playing for 6 months. I'm not playing, like I don't care, right? So I think there is new servers for global that we're going to be playing tomorrow, which is nice. And then when it comes to the company, they don't have the best reputation, let's say. So if we go into here, as you can see, this is done by Alex. Alex is known for translating with MTL, so machine translations. Now we need to get used to it, as sadly most Chinese companies don't care enough about our market that it's worth for them to do proper translations. Now, would it be better for them long term? Yeah, of course, but they don't care, right? They don't care. So it is what it is. They are also known for skipping banners on the global version, for skipping events on the global version, and for changing currency income in global versions on some of their games, like Love Nikki, which is a dress-up game. So we'll see how they treat this global version of Cat Fantasy. As you can see, they're known, for not a lot of good things. Not a lot of good things. We'll see how this global version plays out and how much they change, if they change anything. Things they have so many different versions of the game right now, it's kind of hard to keep track of what's going on. Now, my final thoughts overall on the game is that the game is polished. The game has a lot of things to offer, but it feels weird seeing the company not caring enough about the community itself or trying to grow the community. The official Discord server has 500 people, I believe. Yes, the official server, it's launching tomorrow, and there is 600 members right now. And then if you go to Twitter or to Discord, like any place, it's like a small, super small community, which is weird, but it is what it is. So if you want to try the game, tomorrow we're gonna be re-rolling a little bit on stream. I hope this video can serve as sort of an introduction and first impressions as to what the game has to offer and how greedy or not they can be. All that said though, that's gonna be it for this one. As usual, thank you to my patrons for making this content possible. Love you all, postals. Have a great day. Good luck with your pool dinner. See you in the next one.
役立たずは楽園から追放するのみ。ブランとノワールのショータイムです。天地万物を切るとはこういうことだ。